This is Darkbreaker, and today we are going to explain you how you can jungle. So we are trying to invade first, since we have an Oma in our team, and we are trying to get the enemy mirrored behind. And you always should try to invade the opponent if it's possible, especially if you have strong early champions with CC like Orma. And if now I got his blue buff, I'm taking another camp, and thanks to that he gets even more behind, and we should try to rotate really quickly to our blue buff, since they know that we are at our at their blue buff, and we are trying to prevent them from taking our blue buff. So what are the important points of jungling? There are a lot of things that you have to consider when you are the jungler. You have you have to have the a really good map awareness, know the positions of every opponent, so that you can use that to your advantage, either ganking or counter jungling if it's possible. So the important points are also buff timing, invading, getting the objectives like mini Drake, uh, blue and red, or the Drake, so that you make your teammates fat. They get global gold and an XP lead. Try to deny the opponent in the jungle, steal their stuff if it's possible, take every bird possible so that you gain vision to know the positions of your opponent. And of course, the counter jungling. Every camp should be yours. Don't let them get any camp. Make the opponent's jungle your bitch. It's your bitch. Take their XP, take their gold. Make them suffer. If if you take their stuff, they get less gold and less XP while you gain more. So if you do like dragons or mini drakes, that's nice. You get additional gold. But this is much better if you counter jungle. You get more and they get less. So the snowball effect is way higher. Look at how we try to contest every buff that is available. Always try to get into the opponent's jungle. Move as a team. It's not only your job to try to invade, it's the team's job to get every camp, every objective possible, so that the opponent falls behind while you get ahead. And of course, get every possible tower. You kill someone, you create pressure, take the towers, make the map more open so that you can contest in the opponent's jungle easier. Because if you get the tier 1 towers of the map, it creates way more space for you to counter jungle. They can't retreat to the first tier 1 tower. I think I'm going right now to the blue buff again. Always move to the buffs if they are available and you are in a lead position. So they fall behind, you get even more. And of course, do the dragons if possible, but I would say they don't have such a priority anymore, since it gives less gold and less XP. Oh, yeah, I lagged. I lagged. Did you see the lags? My MS just jumped to 450. And look at our level. We are nearly level 9, while the Illumia is only level 5. Especially as a jungler, if you take the buffs, every buff or every camp, you get so much XP thanks to the jungle item. Especially on a champion like Violet. If you get an early lead, sometimes you have games where you are level 14 and the opponents are like level 8 just because. Oh, he stopped me mid-air. Just because you take every camp. You can poke them down so hard, especially as a Violet jungle. You have so much damage just because you are so overfarmed, while you prevented them from farming. So let's see, we just died and they are trying to get our buffs. I think I'm just running to the blue buff since I know he's on there. I get it, and we see that's important. Know what they are planning. I just saw he was at the spider and our blue buff was up. I immediately go there because I know he wants that blue buff. He wants me to fall behind. So we catched him just because we knew what he was doing. That's important. Always try to know what the opponents are trying to do and catch them off guard. And again, we are all invading, we are all at their jungle just so we can take everything and make them fall behind. And we are in a lead position so we can easily force fights. And I'm Zephys, I'm just so tanky. I just go ham even though I'm so low. Especially if you go invading, you should know your limits. Try to tank as much as possible in early skirmishes, so you can use that to your advantage, especially on Zephys, since the lower he gets, the more he can tank. And that's how you can win 2 versus 2s when you try to invade. Again, we're just taking the camps so we can get more health back. Oh, when you're low, if all the camps are up, you don't need to go back. You can just take the camps real quick and get the heal from killing it. I think we are trying to go for Drake, or we go contest the blue buff. Yes, I try to get the blue buff. I know they are coming, but that's important. Know your limits. I knew they were coming, but I also knew I would be fast enough to just steal the blue buff and get away. That's something that's also important. So as a jungler, your goal is to win the map. Your goal is to win the map. Try to get every objective. Try to gank as much as possible. Try to get your teammates fed. And when you have a lead, always um, always go for the invade. Always try for the fights. And once they are dead, you can just go just do the towers so you create more map openings or space, I would say. And thanks to that, you increase the snowball effect. Every buff he loses makes it easier to snowball. You get an early lead that gets even bigger when you invade again and again and again. And at the end, we are at the end you snowball so hard that it's impossible for them to come back. And look at the map now. All tier 2 and tier 1 towers are dead, and we only lost one tier 1 tower. So even if they try to invade us, or try to fight at our jungle, we still can retreat to our tier 1 towers, while their entire map is open. We can just go to every camp and get contested for free, and you can also do the Dark Slayer. Just either camp there, wait for them to come, because if they don't contest, they are fucked anyways, because you have such a lead that you can dive them, or you just do it, they don't come, and you dive them. You either catch them off there at the Nash shop because you can force, or they don't do anything and you can end anyways. So if you look at the positions now, I ping Dark Slayer. The best thing is 4 people do the Dark Slayer and 1 person stays at the bush right next to the mini Drake, so he gives vision when the opponent comes. Then you can either stop the Nasher and pick them off, or you just rush it fast enough, and then jump on them. And now we have Dark Slayer. I'm Zephys. I know if they are out of position, I can just jump on them, and they are fucked. Trying to get the Murad now, and he just dies. And now it's a 4 vs 5. I know I can dive them. Oh, I saw an opening, but they peeled pretty good. And once the minions are again, okay, I just dive here. I just dive, and I come out again. I tank. That's the thing. They focus everything on me, and I'm the tank. Doesn't matter. I'm the fucking tank. Focus me, please. So what? So let's summarize it. One simple point. One simple point. Make the opponent's jungle your bitch. That's it. Invade. Snowball. Map awareness. Objective control. Know the timers. Know when you can go to the opponent's jungle. When you go steal the blue buff. Remember the timing when it comes back. Then go invade again. You always have to know the timings of the buffs, when you can go again there. Try to snowball the game for your mates. The jungle role is the best role to carry yourself to Conqueror at the moment. It has the most impact in the game. I think that's it, and I hope you guys could learn a lot. Thanks for watching.